Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Informatics. Hope everyone is doing great. Today, we shall talk about the creation of an expressentry account and profile to enter the pool. Where last time we had discussed about the IELTS and the ECA to be the first step into applying for the Canadian PR. So now, once you have received the satisfactory results of your ECA and the IELTS, we have the required information to enter the expressentry pool now. So now let's go to the screen where I will show you how to register and fill in the details to submit the profile into the Express Entry. Okay, so you have to open cic.gc.ca. Scroll down, you will find the option for sign in and then sign in with the GC key. If you don't have the GC key, you can create one by registering it online. And once you have verified your GC key, you will get the username and the password to log in. So you have to use your username and the password to log in into the profile which you have to create for the express entry. Next page, you have to accept the terms and conditions. Okay, once you log in, you come down, you'll find the option for start an application, apply to come to Canada. They'll ask you for the personal checklist, personal reference code. If you don't have one, you can go scroll down and you can select the express entry over here. Over here, you have to answer some questions to see if you're eligible. So first, you mention where do you want to go, what's your desired destination. Click next. Over here they'll ask you for the English language test or French language which you have completed your IELTS, so you can mention your IELTS details over here. When did you gave your test and what score did you achieve in the English language testing system. Over here, see, you have to individually mention your band which you have achieved. Let's say you got 8,777, so 8 in listening and 7 each in speaking, reading and writing. Click next. Now if you have any other that second language, that means French, so you just select none if you don't have it. Otherwise you can opt for the TC or TEF test. Okay, now they'll ask you how many skilled work experience do you have in Canada. So none. And if so, then what was the NOC? So you just select none of the above and click next to go to the next page. Okay, in the last 10 years, how many total skilled work experience do you have? Paid full time, has to, it cannot be part time. So you just select 6 or more or 3 or whatever it is. And if the experience is in one of these NOCs, so just select no, click next. Most of the people are not these NOC holders. And then they'll ask you for the settlement fund. So for one person will be this 12,000 to 15,000, and how many members do you have including you? So it's just single, so you're one. Then if you have any job offer in Canada, you just select no. Okay, now over here they'll ask you for the date of birth. It should be as per the passport and it has to match your ECA and your IELTS. It all has to be the same. Let's say 6th June. Okay, over here it will ask you for the ECA, your equivalency, what you got from the ECA body. So if it's bachelor's or master's or 2 degrees, whatever it is, you just mention that and click next. This is required, that's why ECA is compulsory. Then if you have any studies or work experience in Canada, or if you have any relative in Canada, if so, check that. Otherwise just select none of the above and go next. Then your marital status, just mention you're single, never married. So based on the answers, you appear to be eligible for express entry. Now, so you are eligible for the express entry based on the information you have provided. If you click next now or continue, they'll ask you your details, your family name, your last name, your gender, your date of birth. Just mention that as per the passport, it has to be as per the passport, which should again match your IELTS result and your ECA as well. Click next. Again, it's asking for marital status. Just mention never married or single. Next. Okay, now over here you can see these details. The profile has been created. Since you haven't filled all the details, you have to start the form of each section over here and start completing the form and click submit for the profile to be submitted completely. So if you select the first option for your personal details, it will show your name, your last name, your gender, your date of birth. Now here they'll ask for the details. Now your country of birth, let's say it's UAE, your city, let's say Dubai, then they'll ask for the nationality as well. Okay, just click next. Yeah, over here they'll ask for the national ID document, which, so for this obviously you have to mention your passport, because that's what the ID is. Passport travel document, then the passport number they'll ask has to be a valid passport. Just mention your passport number, let's say it's C51588764. Passport was issued in, let's say, UAE. Here it is. It okay? Wow, with UAE. Okay, that's okay. ARE it is. Okay, United Arab Emirates. Your issue date of the passport and the expiry, which is again mandatory. All these required, red required is mandatory, which you cannot skip, and you have to enter each and every detail you have, and has to be accurate as well. So let's say over here it's issued in June. Okay, now it's been added. Okay, now okay, this is accept. Okay, now click next. Okay, over here now they'll ask you if you have ever applied to Canada before for any kind of a visa. Just select no if you haven't. Otherwise, you'll have to mention the details and your country of citizenship. Again, we'll just mention UAE. Should be here. Yeah, it is. Okay, and then the country of residence UAE again. Here it is. Let's click next. Now they need some information regarding the family. How many family members you have, that will only include your spouse or partner and any dependent children if any. So in this case I'm just single, so 1. And how many dollars I'll bring, it should be minimum 12,600 what was mentioned, so just round it off, make it 15,000. You have to show in your bank statement as well. Now we need some information regarding the family. Do we have any citizen or any relative should be a permanent resident or a citizen in Canada? Select no. If you have, you can just select yes. Okay, now the personal details, you can see it's complete. So you have to complete all these. I'll just show you one more where you have to mention your IELTS and IELTS certificate number and something which I mentioned earlier that it's compulsory. Okay. Okay, go next. Okay, over here you can see the English or French language. We have mentioned English. IELTS it is. It should be general training for PR. And the over here, see, you have to mention the date you gave your test, the result which came, the test results. You have to mention the date as per the certificate, IELTS certificate you got, and you have to mention the certificate number over here. That's very important, has to be accurate, has to be correct. You cannot leave this blank, and you make sure you double check it. You just mention your certificate number from your IELTS certificate which you got, and mind that the IELTS has a validity of 2 years only, so make sure it is valid for at least a year to be on a safer side. Okay, you got a 777. What about French? Nothing in French. Save and exit. You have mentioned the IELTS certificate number as well. Okay, now this is complete as well, in progress. So like this you have to complete all these sections. Okay, if you go in the education section, over there you have to mention your ECA result you got. So in this case, if I got bachelor's, just mention bachelor's. And when was the bachelor's done? It was February, March, April, August 2009. Is this your current study? That should be latest. So this is my current study. Okay, yeah. Mention no, because you have already completed it. Becomes almost 16 years. Was it part-time or full-time? Mention full-time. You have to mention full-time. And what was the standing at the end? Did you get the degree, or it's not complete or still in process? Just mention degree awarded, so because you have got the ECA done. It was from UAE, so Dubai. So in my case it was American University. Just mention that. And it's equivalent, the equivalency over here, bachelor's, because the ECA body has given me bachelor's equivalency, so we have to mention that. It was it Canadian? Just mention no. And is the ECA within the last 5 years? Just mention yes, it has to be. Then mention the body name from where you got the equivalency done, the assessment. In my case it's WES. Then over here the date ECA report was issued. Again, this is mentioned on the ECA certificate you got. You have to be accurate, you have to be careful about it. You cannot just type in whatever you see on it. You have to make sure it's correct. It's mentioned the ECA certificate number as well, because one of the copy has been sent to IRCC. Again, it is sent by the West to IRCC, so they will match your ECA certificate number and the certificate. Okay, now if you have any level of education, okay, mention bachelor's. Just click next. Next again you have to just close the save and exit. Yes, save and exit over here. So you can see it's almost complete now. So it was the ECA and the IELTS entry you had to mention it, so that's why I started that form. So you have to fill all these. Once you submit, you'll get a submit option over here. Once you click the submit, your profile will be submitted and you will be entered in the pool. Okay, so once you are done, you can just go back and save and exit and log out. Okay, so this is the complete guide how to enter the pool for express entry. Now once you are done with it, you have to wait for the invitation which will appear in this profile. Accept that and submit the application for processing within 60 days. It's simple and easy to apply, and hope you all would have liked the video, and good luck to everyone applying. At the end, as a request, please subscribe, like and share the video so people around can also benefit from it. Till the next time, goodbye.